Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're going to have a look at the ECMWF extended model for today's second video. This is the extended European outlook, looking at the next 30/42 days across Europe, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just to say that first, the video this here was our 6am UK weather forecast. There's a 10 to 14 day on the way later on today as well. Please like, share and subscribe on all today's videos and content. Thank you so much everyone for doing that. Thanks so much everyone, and thanks so much to ECMWF.it for supplying the charts of the dates as well, by the way. Okay, we're going to start off with week 1 mean sea level pressure anomaly, taking us through this week. We're currently in 22nd to 29th of July. We've got high pressure reaching in from the Atlantic into western parts of Europe. Low pressure, quite deep low pressure, around Greenland and Iceland, moving in towards northern parts of Scandinavia. Some low pressure in the Atlantic, heading towards Portugal, and down into far southeast Europe, although that is probably more like a heat low. 500 millibar heights from the Arctic and North Pole view down look like that. So low pressure in the North Atlantic into far north of Europe. High pressure is down to the south and to the southwest, so bringing a westerly flow in really into West Europe. There is a ridge in the extreme northeast about a trough to the southern part of Russia towards the Black Sea. So the temperatures are looking then this week. So it's below average for much of Western Europe, Ireland, the UK, France, the Low Countries, Belgium, Holland, Netherlands, Germany, up to Scandinavia, Denmark, southern parts of Norway, and Sweden coming out with but cooler than average temperatures. Further north than that, though, it gets really warm when we get into the Arctic portion of Scandinavia and Nordic regions. So the far north of Sweden, far north of Finland, and also Norway coming out really very warm, much warmer than average, by about 6 to 10 degrees. Much of northeast Europe, the Baltic Sea states, Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania coming out with above average temperatures. And then come further southwards through Ukraine in towards this southeastern corner from the Balkans to the Black Sea, where it does look a little bit on the cooler side. The eastern portion of the Mediterranean, including some of the Greek islands, above average through there, and over the Adriatic to Italy, and then back into most areas with above average temperatures. Of course, we know it's becoming very, very, very hot through Spain and Portugal. Temperatures well up into 40 Celsius across those central and southern parts of Spain and down to North Africa, dangerously hot through there. And so precipitation is concerned this week, well, wetter than average through large portions of Scandinavia, Denmark up to Sweden, also the Nordic regions into Norway coming out wetter than normal as well. The far eastern portion of Europe around the Black Sea towards Romania, down into some of the Greek islands, but not all of them, rather on the west side through there. But many other areas actually looking quite dry, so very dry through the UK and Ireland, and much of France and in Spain, Portugal, into central part of the bed, coming out drier than average as well. And that does extend in some of these central countries of Europe, like Austria and Hungary, for example. Right, week 2 will be the 29th of July to 5th of August. So next week sees high pressure taking over across the north and the west of Europe as low pressure gets pushed away towards Greenland and Iceland. Some low pressure in towards the west of Russia and low pressure in there, but again, that could be like heat lows, probably not producing much in the way of precipitation. 2 or 3 months' time, they will do, but not yet. It's, still high summer. 500 millibar heights look like that, so we've got a trough in the west of Russia, far east of Europe, a ridge through the north and also western portions of Europe as well. Temperature anomalies generally lifting up through northern and western Europe next week. So we see the UK, Ireland, France, down to Spain and Portugal, and then up to Norway and some parts of Sweden coming out with above average temperatures. Large portions of Mediterranean looking very warm and or really hot. I suspect it will be very, very hot through large portions of the Med next week. Conversely, it is cooler in the east and the northeast of Europe. So anywhere from about Poland over towards the west of Russia, we see cooler than average temperatures coming through there, particularly in the northeast, so like Belarus and to the Baltic Sea states again, like Estonia, Lithuania, below average temperatures predicted there. And also we see that some parts of, or all parts of Ukraine coming out rather cool as well, though we go further south of that and down to south of Black Sea, and then it gets warmer. How are the temperatures looking? Let's have a look at those. Precipitation, I should say. Let's have a look at those. And yeah, it's driving average through many parts of Europe, actually. So really, you just got to go to Iceland, Greenland to find wetter conditions, and to far west of Russia and towards Black Sea. Otherwise, it's like average and or drier than normal. Most areas driving average significantly so in the north. So again, Scandinavia and in towards the UK, that's where the driest anomalies to average are looking dry, as you would expect at this high point of the summer. Week 3 will be the 5th to the 12th of August. Bit of a change, so high pressure sort of retreating away towards far north Scandinavia by the look of it. Just lower pressure taking over, but quite a bizarre looking anomaly. Let's have a look at 500 millibar heights. So that still shows a ridge through Scandinavia, and like a weakening ridge into west of Europe, probably some lower pressure reappearing in the Atlantic. How are the temperature anomalies looking? So large portions of Europe coming out above average, really. So, you know, anywhere from Ireland and Portugal in the, well, Portugal actually a bit cooler, but anywhere from Ireland in the far west over towards the west of Russia, the Black Sea in the east. Most areas come out warmer than north. Perhaps the warmest anomalies to average are in the south and in the northern and eastern portion of Europe. It might be a bit cooler, maybe, out to the west and the northwest, but it's a little bit speculative. That is 3 weeks away, of course. As far as precipitation is concerned, so just a hint that perhaps it starts to get a bit more unsettled in the far northwest. So perhaps Ireland and the UK could be start a bit more unsettled from the Atlantic there, maybe towards Norway and Sweden as well, and Denmark. But otherwise, large portions, again, dry and average, especially through these central and western regions. A weakening signal, though, I should expect 3 weeks out. Week 4 will be the 12th to the 19th of August. So then we see the ridge coming back across the UK and Ireland as low pressure retreats back out into the Atlantic again. What about the 500 millibar heights? That shows a big ridge developing through much of Western Europe, actually right way up the western side and up to the north. Actually, it comes out with a big ridge. Could be a trough, though, through here. There could be some low pressure somewhere, hasn't there? Maybe the eastern and southeastern portion of Europe will get some lower pressure. Large areas coming out above average again, with that high pressure taking over. Quite a warm week to come once more. And we see the driest anomalies to average on the western side of Europe in the 4th week. It is a weakening signal and possibly hints of being closer to average. In reality, that might be wetter over on the eastern side of Europe. Well, that's your 30-day look ahead done, but let's go for weeks 5 and 6 data before we go. So week 5 will be the 19th, 26th of August. So there we've got like a weakening area of high pressure just to the east of the UK, low pressure towards Greenland and Iceland, lower pressure down across southern Europe. And by this point, late summer, some of that might be starting to generate some thundering showers and whatnot. 500 millibar height still has that ridge through the west of Europe as well. Temperature is largely above average once more, and precipitation anomalies, weakening signal, but still looking relatively dry in the west. And then finally, week 4 will be the 26th of August, 2nd of September. So still like a little bit of a high pressure signal there, somewhere around the Low Countries, eastern England, lower pressure down across southern Europe again. 500 millibar height, still with that ridge through the north and the west of Europe, not going anywhere fast. Temperature anomalies still largely above normal. Precipitation anomalies still looking pretty dry through the western portion of Europe in particular. Obviously, that's very speculative. It's a long way out, so we'll just see how it goes. But it does look as though we might be having a more anticyclonic signal here for certainly the first half of August anyway, through western portions of Europe, and maybe turn a little bit more unsettled and cooler over in the east, where I think it has been quite a hot summer up to now. So August could be a little bit of a reversal on the pattern across Europe that we've had through the summer so far. Like I say, we'll see. It's only like a snapshot, so any forecast don't fly someday comes with big health warnings, large pinches of site attacks. That's always a caveat. with any sort of forecast beyond 5-7 days. So we'll see how it goes. Remember, we'll look at this one again. I think this week it'll be on Friday evening with a UK and Ireland focus. And then we will look at it again with a wider European outlook next Tuesday. We're going to be back shortly with your 10 to 14 day, so come back for that later. For this one, though, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.